Good evening, everybody. Welcome to my sunset here in Arizona. It is December 17th, 2025. We're counting down to the new year. This is exciting. It is about 10 till 6, and this is our sunset for today. Really mild. There were some clouds in the sky, and there are some clouds. I'm kind of surprised that it's not a little bit more festive up in the sky, but that's okay. Ooh, look at that warm glow. How gorgeous. Oh, this is such a nice evening. So we've been having these lovely, lovely days, 80 degrees. Might have been 79 or something today. Very nice. Very productive day for me. Went on a lovely walk earlier this afternoon. And enjoyed the weather and enjoyed the day. So here I am live for my sunset. I thought I'd share it with you as I do. And hopefully, if you want to hop in and chat with me, that would be cool. And I'll probably ramble on about something or other. My app, I have a free app that I created using astrology, Kabbalah, and psychology. The link for that is in the description. Have fun. And I have my hypnosis series pre-sale link also in the description. So if you are interested in identity shifting through hypnosis and doing some deeper work, that is available for you in there as well. Hi in the chat. Artem Kolchin. I don't know. Hi. I'm in Arizona. Where are you at? I'm in Arizona is a state in the United States in the southwestern United States. So that is where I am, and it's 6 o'clock at night, not morning. I do have people who are experiencing their morning right now. It's very cool to you. If it's Thursday morning, cheers to you. If it's Wednesday night, that's where I'm at. So I was, oh, you're in Russia. Oh my goodness, what time is it there? What is it? It must be, well, it depends on what part. If I had to guess, if you're like Moscow-ish, then maybe like, what, 3, 4 in the morning? What time is it? Hi, I try gaming. Welcome from the UK. So it's 6 here, so it's probably 1 o'clock in the UK. So you're up late. I don't know why. Let us know why you're up late if you want. But I was musing around and doing my inner work and spiritual stuff that I like to do. And I was looking at the astrological significance of the Neptune shift. So our Neptune has been in Pisces, or Neptune has just been in Pisces for what, like 11 years, 15 years, something like that, since 2011. 16 years? No, 14 years. I don't know. 15 years probably by the end of this year. And we are shifting into Aries. So that's a big global shift happening. And I was curious. So I was using my app for this actually to go in and ask it how the Neptune shift would affect me personally and affect the globe, and how society is going to shift as a result of going into Aries. So one thing I found out that I can't believe I discovered in my app, because I was on ChatGPT, but then I don't know, anyway, I was in my app, and the app explained that Neptune has actually been retrograde in Aries since July, which I thought was very, very fascinating. So it was retrograde, so it pushed it back into Aries from July of this year to October 22nd. And then from October, it went back into Pisces. So, Aries is like action, fire, ignition, and Pisces is watery, reflective, emotional, dissolving. And so during that retrograde period, it was basically like initiating that ignition sequence into Aries. It didn't ignite it because it was retrograde, so it was internal, reflective, and it caused me to reflect and say, okay, why? That's when I developed my app, when I started really incorporating body work into the things that I do. And so retrograde in Aries caused that reflection of, what am I doing? What do I want to do? Who am I? Where am I? What's going on? It was kind of like an initiation of waking up, because of Pisces. Since 2011, we've all been a little bit sleepy, a little bit hypnotized, a little bit dissociated. And that little, what is that, 6 months, 5 months retrograde in Aries, it was a gentle wake up into what is coming next societally. So that is going to be really interesting to see society shifting, waking up, and fully going into this Aries moment where a lot of things are going to start being stirred up, if you will. There's going to be a lot stirred up come January 26th-ish. So January 20th, that's kind of a big date in the United States. I don't know how it plays in the rest of the world, but things start January 20th. So I have a feeling that is, they kicked off COVID in 2020, January 20th, I believe. I don't remember the day, but I think it was around the 20th. So that's kind of when things get initiated, is January the 20th, which is in perfect alignment with the 26th of January being when we fully shift into Aries. So actually, no, I think it's further into February. But anyway, I'm going off on a tangent here. But let me check back what's going on in the chat here. Okay, let me scroll back a little bit. Hi, Collis Bent. Welcome from the UK. I try gaming. It's in the name. I don't know what you're referring to. What's in the name? I don't know. I forgot what I was talking about when I was talking to you. I went off on a tangent. I'm sorry. Carlos, you're saying, where am I right now? I am in Arizona. It's 6 o'clock in the evening, and this is my Arizona sunset. I love coming live for the sunset, and it's night 4 for Hanukkah. So if you are celebrating Hanukkah, it's night 4. Got a plane up there. So that is about it. But to finish off my rant about Neptune in Aries, one thing that I found super interesting, because largely because I have a lot of Aries in my chart. So this kind of impacts me, and that is that in this shift, mythology and archetypes, and I don't know if it's just me or if um, Carl Jung and his work is becoming more prevalent. It's being talked about in the media. It's all over YouTube. I don't know if that's just me because I'm into it and that's what's in my feed, or if that's true for a lot of people, that the archetypal um, work that Carl Jung introduced in the mid-century, mid-last century, and mythology, that is actually going to start coming into the forefront and being used as strategy as opposed to story and illusion. So I think the late, like the 2000s and 2010, and we had a lot of superhero and comic book movies that were real, like a lot, like a lot. And it was interesting because the way it was being used, the storytelling and the mythology and the archetypal characters and all of that was being used to seduce and to lull and to hypnotize. But what you're going to start to see, maybe, this is my own forecasting, is that it's going to transition into reality. Like it's not going to just be story. People are going to be using mythology as strategy, as a way to move the masses. And so those that can harness mythology and um, really embody it as opposed to just telling it as a story, they're going to be able to really create momentum and move the masses and create a lot of movement with it, because mythology is basically like a compressed algorithm. So if your storytelling is a big part of it, but you've got to also then embody it, and that's where the Aries comes in, is that Aries takes you out of illusion and puts storytelling into reality. So that's kind of the shift that I thought was really, really important to understand and to know and to see, because it's gonna become apparent. So look out for that in January and especially February. Um, how are stories being retold and how are they being used to move people in reality, to do certain things, to conform in certain ways? I think we're going to start seeing a lot more, probably more vigilantism, and fanaticism, missionary work. A lot of that stuff is going to start really becoming much more heated, much more charged, much more active in reality. So, anywho, I just thought I'd share that. I thought it was interesting to me, and I'm going to continue to research this because it's, again, something that's kind of weighs heavy with um, my own embodiment. So, okay, I will leave it there. Remember to check out, if you want, my free app. The link is in the description, and my hypnosis series pre-sale link is now available. So I'm really proud of how that's going. Again, it's a pre-sale. I have there's a little bit of content. There's an introduction and an audio introduction, but the 3 hypnosis series are not yet available. I'm still working on them because I am testing them to see the effectiveness and how best to guide through. So I feel like I know pretty much how I want to guide you, and that's in the introduction in there with that pre-sale. But I am working on the actual series, so I think I'll just release them 1, 2, 3 at a time, one at a time. The first one, the second one, the third one. The first one will probably be released in the next couple of weeks, so stay tuned. Once they are all fully in there, then it'll go out of pre-sale and it will go into its full availability. So, okay, like the video if you enjoyed the sunset and my ramblings, and subscribe if you want to know when I'm going to come on. I come on randomly, generally around the sunset, but sometimes for other sky anomalies. And I also have some perfume reviews. I like Scentbird, so if I get something from Scentbird, I'll throw a review in there, and other random things. So, okay, well, thanks everybody for hopping in and participating in the chat. Hi, Jim Jam. I didn't see you when you hopped in here. It's 6:15 or so. It's 6:07. It's 6:07. I'm in Arizona. This is my sunset, and that's what I like to come live for, is to share my sunset and ramble on about all the consciousness things that I do and whatnot. So thanks for hopping in if you did, and thanks for chatting with me. I always appreciate that. And stay tuned for the next one. See you in the next one. Good night.